Hello class. Today we're looking at Chapter 1, Lesson 4, the Pythagorean Theorem. And this is one of my favorite theorems. It's a cornerstone for a lot of mathematical concepts. You'll use this in geometry in the future, trigonometry. You might use this to find the distance between 2 points. This is something that I really want you to pay attention to. So to find out what the Pythagorean theorem is, first we need to know what a right triangle is. So I do have a right triangle drawn here. You see this box right there. That means that it's a 90-degree triangle, which is called a right triangle or a right angle, and so therefore it's called a right triangle. So it's very important that this theorem only works with right triangles. Legs in a triangle, this is a leg and this is a leg. They go there where the 2 points of the 90-degree angle meet. This is the hypotenuse. That's where the 2 points, the 2 legs, connect. And so the Pythagorean theorem states that in any right triangle, the sum of the squares of the lengths of the legs is equal to the square of the length of the hypotenuse. Let's write that. So if this leg is A, this one is B, and the hypotenuse is C, this theorem is saying A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So therefore, if we know that this is the equation that we need to memorize, we can find the hypotenuse if we are given the 2 other legs. So here we have a triangle that's 5 centimeters by 12 centimeters, and we want to find the hypotenuse. So let's plug that in. We have 5 squared plus 12 squared equals C squared. 5 times 5 is 25. 12 times 12 is 144. We want to add those together. We get 169. Find the square root. Square root of C squared is C. Square root of 169 is 13. Therefore, the hypotenuse is 13 centimeters. Let's take a look at this question here. An architect drew the sketch of a bridge shown below. The bridge has 12-foot long horizontal members and 24-foot long vertical members. What is the length in feet of each diagonal member, round to the nearest foot? So if we know that this one is 24 and this is 12, and we want to know what this is, we plug it in. So 12 squared plus 24 squared equals C squared. So 12 times 12 is 144. And 24 times 24, 576. Add those together, 720. So using a calculator, you can use the square root button. Otherwise, trying to just guess, I put in 26 and that was too low. 27 was too high. And so it was a little bit closer to 27 than it was 26, and this said to round. So therefore, C equals about 27 feet. Find the length of the hypotenuse of a right triangle with legs of 12 centimeters and 16 centimeters. So we'll do 12 squared plus 16 squared equals C squared. 12 times 12 is 144. 16 squared is 256. Add that to 144 equals 400. Square root, square root. I know the square root of 4 is 2, so therefore if I know that, I can add a 0. C equals 20. So it's going to be 20 centimeters. Isn't that cool how that works? A bridge has 22 feet horizontal members and 25 feet vertical members. Find the length of the diagonal member to the nearest foot. So we have 22 squared plus 25 squared equals C squared. 22 times 22. I'm fine if you guys are using a calculator. The square root of that. And so it's approximately 33 feet. The side lengths of a right angle are 5, 12, and 13. How do you know the length of the hypotenuse is 13? We know the hypotenuse is the longest side, therefore it has to be 13. Fill in the blanks for each step to find the missing hypotenuse length of a triangle. So if we look over here, 12 plus 16 is going to equal C squared. So the first missing number is 16. 12 times 12 is 144. 144 plus 256 is 400. The square root of 400, oops, and this shouldn't be here, is going to be 20. C equals 20. Today's homework will be page 22 and 23, number 3 through 19 odd. Please do that on a separate note. I do want to just show you number 21. It is a challenge question. If you would like, please go ahead and press pause and try to solve this on your own, and then come back to me and let me know what you got and check it with the right answer. Okay, so if this line is 200 and this one is 50, and we want to know what this is, we can just take 200 and subtract 50. So this line right here is going to be 150 feet. And we know that this line is 100 feet. So therefore from B down is going to be 100. And we want to know what the point is the hypotenuse between B and A. So we are going to have 100 squared plus 150 squared equals C squared. 100 squared equals 10,000. 150 squared equals 22,500. Add those together, equals 32,500. Find the square root. It's going to equal approximately 180 feet.